Hey everybody, this is Rydo and we are back for another episode of the Talos Principle. We have this blinking 4, which tells us that it's time to go to the 4th floor and work on that tower puzzle. I tell you, I'm still embarrassed for one of the puzzles I did last episode because I simply missed an entire element. A cube that, because I forgot it was there, I saw it when I walked in, forgot about it, spent a good chunk, 10, 20, maybe even 30 minutes, maybe not even 10 minutes, who knows. But I spent a long time on this puzzle. I'm like, and I just could not figure out the solution. And then I walked around the corner and saw that there was an entire component I forgot. Embarrassing. Yay, Tetris pieces. So let's just start with the hardest. Last time I did a red puzzle, I could have had it all symmetric like this. I don't think I can this time. Pretty much if they're giving you two of the same, of anything, there's a chance. You can keep things balanced. And in searching for the balance, you often find the solution. Not perfectly symmetric and to my liking, but pretty close. Looks like a little human. Puzzle 4. Puzzle 3 wasn't that hard. So I guess no one got this far before. I know some of my answers were wrong now. I just don't know which ones. I have these theories and wild explanations, but I don't know which to bank on. The solution to the cycle of isn't the perfection of one being, but the product of a mass endeavor. That is why I say, all those who come after me, I will await you on the summit of the tower, and use what I have learned to assist you as I can. Sheep and shepherd. Looks like this door would have had some pieces, but it's been a lot. Is this an indication that before there were other doors and other sigils? Must have been. So maybe we missed out on a bunch of puzzles.
There are flaws in the system. I think sometimes it accesses the wrong databases, pulls random data. I don't know how bad it is. It all seems to be stable, but I can't tell what kind of impact this is going to have on the process, and I just don't have the strength to go over all of the code again. I I just don't want it all to be for nothing. I spent all my time here. I didn't visit my parents. I didn't see my friends. I did nothing but work. And I'm so scared that it didn't mean anything. That I just wasted it all because I thought we could... we could save the world.
Wasn't too difficult. That was actually rather easy. So, flaws in the system. Surprise there. What's the code? Sacred numbers. And so the blessed messenger revealed upon me unto the bones of Jerusalem something in the dust that was the body of Abraham. Of Adam, not Abraham. Awaiting the day of resurrection. And lo, behold, within the dust was concealed the holy fire, and the fire, the sacred numbers of which you seek. Door pass equals 632. And I have perceived that the holy fire and the sacred knowledge of numbers and sigils to be kindling. 632. Well, let's just double check that it doesn't also work for this one. Still checking the auxiliary stairs. Athena 16. to read that, pause that screen right now. Maybe at the end we'll go through all the Athena ones in a row. Might as well. I don't know if anyone's ever gonna read this, but if you do, if we succeeded, then I want you to know that Alexandria stayed until the last moment. I'm leaving, too tired, too broken, desperate for a few moments of peace in with my remaining love hopes. But she's still there and she won't give up. And yes, there are thousands like her all over the world, giving everything they have because they believe in humanity. But she's the one that I know as a real person, as a colleague, a friend. I know that she likes peanut ice cream and hates strawberry, that her favorite band is Pink Floyd, that her favorite poet is Blake, that her favorite TV show is Futurama, she's studied at Cornell, that her dad's name was Carl, that her mom's name was. I don't know if I should be ashamed for leaving, but I know I'm proud of her. She was the best of us. Remember her? Oh, that's nice. Because we just saw contradictory information, didn't we? She was upset with herself for staying. These rooms are the exact same design, just flipped. Guess that wouldn't be surprising though, in building design or in virtual reality design or video game design. When it comes to floor design, everybody's a little lazy. It would be more unrealistic that everything was completely unique, never reused once. We'll get a slight peek of the 5th floor, but we need several more pieces, but we don't know how many yet. Knows Elohim is not complaining again that he's lost sight of us. He knows at this point that we're getting into trouble with the tower. There are only 2 more stories. We know what the 6th story requires. And now we know what the 5th story requires. High above the clouds. I've had a lot of deaths so far, and I just have this itching thought. Nice. Questioning doubt, conf. Okay, pause this if you want to read this. This is the long. Partitioned on email. For reasons of convenience and security, we partitioned L into two separate systems. The Talos team were working on L0, while the Archive team will be working on L1. You might also notice an L2 partition, but don't worry about that. It's just the operating system doing its thing. Alex agreed that something to keep all the modules working together. Evaluate and final test. I think I have a perfect solution. It's called the Holistic Integration Manager. Fancy name for something like a dungeon master in pen and paper RPGs. We created to help run some MMOs back in the day. We need something that would be able to unite procedurally generated and usually submitted content into coherent whole, so the game wouldn't become too chaotic and inconsistent. It's a genuine AI, somewhat limited in its ability to grow, but capable of parsing and understanding text, image, audio, data, even video. It takes all the information it can find, interprets it, then builds and maintains a world based on that. It's not perfect, but we don't have a lot of time, and it would be easy to adapt the code for our purpose. In fact, come to think of it, some of it is actually based on routines that you suggested in your paper on... So which one was that one called? Land C Hidden Elevator? So we pretty much know what L is. We kind of pretty much know what's going on. At least for what's been told to us. I wish I could reach those islands in the distance, but it seems impossible. I need to go back and look at the other side of those pillars. I did not check them out. It seemed like this was going to be a great fall. I'm very surprised it just turned into a small amount of ice. We're going to run off into the distance as soon as I run around. I want to see if I can trigger a rewind if I'll die, or if I'll hit an invisible wall, or if nothing will occur. It was rather convincing to not come down here. Just the way it was designed spooked me enough. Is the tower getting lighter every time I do a floor? I don't know. Well, it didn't play the same trick several times. Just look over here. Make sure there's not a QR code. Always want to be thorough. Alright, now I'm just going to run off in the distance and see what happens.
In the beginning were the words, and the words made the world. I am...
Yep. So I figured would have happened. But I keep going, and then it speeds up what he's saying. Maybe if I just stopped. We did it once, why not do it again? As soon as he starts talking, I stop walking. you figured out what he was saying at least. Still would like to figure out a trick to getting one of these elevators to not be on the floor that I am on. I don't know a way to do it. There's like, because if I hit the buttons, the doors close too fast. I don't know, unless I can get a jammer out of one of the puzzles, which the jammer was in one of the puzzles, but that couldn't get it out, or I couldn't figure out a way to get it out. He has me collecting all these pieces. Perhaps by getting the top of the tower connected, I will somehow connect the two parts of L. One being the serpent, the other being the god figure, Elohim. Just trying all these doors. Auxiliary stairs. Maybe that's what's behind the doors of eternity there. It's the auxiliary stairs. That'd be kind of silly. So either way you end up at the top of the tower, even though this whole time Elohim has been telling you, no, don't climb the tower, it's not for you. Anywho, where we did 4 last time. That's enough. Screw around, that's 7. That's 6. That's 5. Everything's a little out of order. 3 stars here. Opportunity to get 3 stars. Party on, dudes. Pause here if you want to read this. Progress report 32. Pause now if you want to read it. Philosophy of teeth. Pause now if you want to read.
When the scale of it all overwhelms me, this is what I tell myself. We can calculate the age of the Earth, the size of the universe, the future of the stars. Sure, we are minuscule, momentary flashes of thought on a grain of sand drifting through the cosmos. But our minds can recreate the past and predict the future. On, say, Friday, 1,000,000 years from now, we'll all be dead. But right now, we know what the night sky will look like on that day. And so, in a way, we're not entirely bound by time. Knowledge is a kind of freedom.
What's the thing beeping at me? It's a computer, I bet. This one's called Time Flies. I think we've pretty much figured this one stupid beeping. Man, this was a lot of running around in circles to record this. Right. Let's put this down. Let's put this down. Might as well put this right here. So at 30 seconds I put this down. And that should be all I really need to do. Now I just need to leave this down long enough and stand here. about a minute. That should be long enough to stop this. So now all I need to do is stand back for about 5 seconds and it should work. There, didn't they? Huh. If the sigil eludes you, simply continue. Success or failure is irrelevant. I solved it. I thought it was impossible, so I went away, did other things, and then all of a sudden the solution came to me. Must have been thinking about it without knowing about it. Put this here. Test. About 30 seconds again to power this. I think 25 will be enough. Now, I needed to sit on for another 25 seconds, I would say. It's not really difficult. It's just, I suppose if I just didn't grab the concepts. If nothing I have done up to this point made any sense, or I was going out of order. I'm sure all kinds of reasons could be made that this would be difficult for people. Got it. If everything works according to plan, the power should not cut off now at the end of this 10 seconds. But you know what? Running through that gate was a smart move. I almost didn't get it because I needed that recording of the box. What's that beeping? Annoying little beeping. We'll run around. Oh, come on. Well, if you can hear that sound, know it's one of these again. Doesn't seem like anything stops these. Doesn't seem like changing it from DirectX 9 to DirectX 11, or what I did was vice versa, DirectX 11 to DirectX 9. Changed it. Doesn't seem like can't do OpenGL because that doesn't record right. I am feeling next to my laptop where the exhaust port is. It's warm air, but it shouldn't be doing this. I can't at this point say it's 100% not the Talos Principle. It's a new game. All of last year was examples of people releasing new games that had bugs in them. Well, I mean, you sit here long enough, maybe it'll fix itself. But notice how it's all white? Yeah, but this is the end of the episode. One crash a day is enough for me at this point. So I'm gonna let my computer shut down and rest for at least several hours and try again tomorrow. And this is just such a shame. It's just so annoying. I mean, it's trying to work its way through it. But is it worth it for you to sit here and watch as it's trying to chug its way through whatever problem it's having? Did it save to get this piece? Anyways, that's it for this episode. As always, I ask for you to like, share, subscribe, comment if you want to, and watch every second of my videos, because all that helps me out. I would also like to start asking, put comments in these videos if you'd be willing to do like a Patreon or a Kickstarter for a new computer. Seems like I need one, and I certainly know I can't afford one on my own. So Patreon seems fairest. I can guarantee you at least 2 or 3 months of content because it's already recorded and ready to go. But if you're willing to support me that way, send me a private message or leave a comment. Either way, that would be nice. It seems like I'm gonna need to do something, obviously. Ideally, I would want 3 separate systems in a really powerful gaming PC that would just run the game, a capture PC or capture box as a device that would record the video from that, and a third laptop, which I already have, that I could dedicate completely just to uploading, so I can get high quality videos constantly uploading to YouTube. Big problem once I turned up the bitrate. Tripled, quadrupled the size of the files, which tripled, quadrupled the amount of time for uploads. And so, yeah, that's a big problem. I think also I'm going to start exiting out of the program in between episodes, so it will not be one continuous video anymore. I will exit out, I will load, whatever spot I'm loaded in will be where we start from. Usually that's just at the beginning of the puzzle right through the purple wall. Sorry for making you stare at this frozen screen. As you can see, it couldn't fix itself. I knew it wasn't going to be able to. You hear this very loud hum. That is probably... What? Yep. Don't think for a second that it was gonna fix itself. It fixed itself for 1 second and then it's right back to where it was. You hear this very loud hum. That is more than likely my GPU, but I mean, I don't know what to do with it. You can't even reinstall DirectX on Windows 8. DirectX 11 is built into Windows 8.1 is what I have. It's just built in. So Windows updates are the closest thing. I can go and try and find the Windows update for DirectX 11 and uninstall that and try and reinstall that. But that's it. It's just so built in now, it's ridiculous. And OpenGL just didn't work, which sucks. Okay, so we said like, share, subscribe, comment, and all of that. If you want to follow me on Twitter, I am at RydoOfall, RYDOOFALL. There's gonna be a pretty harsh synopsis when this game is over for all of this. Unless I can find something that fixes all of this. I don't know. I think I may try and record next episode with just the lowest of the low settings on video. Low as I can bear. I'm gonna try and turn them down that low. Have a good evening. Talos is a 32-bit program according to Task Manager, and I still can't stop the recording because it's frozen. It is using 57% of my RAM at the moment. Maybe that's the problem. So using over 2 gigabytes of RAM. It's using 30% of the CPU's. No. That's not right. It's using 20% of the CPU's processor, but it's using over 2 gigabytes of RAM, whereas even the recording software is the next biggest thing, and it's only using 500 megabytes. I can't even close it. Close it to find the button to stop. Alright, there's the button to stop finally. Have a good evening.